What is going on, FG3000? Back in the place to be, and welcome back to Aether Gazer. In today's video, let's talk about what happens once you hit account level 30. Now, the very first thing is that you are then allowed to go up to modifier level 40, as you guys can see here. And right around this time, dude, resources start getting tight, real tight. Like, look at my coins here, dude. I barely have any coins. I'm broke. When it comes to leveling up skills, I really have to, check this out, I really have to factor in which characters get my divine factor. I'm sorry. Because skills here get really expensive. So right around this time, dude, you really need to kind of solidify who your main team is going to be, because you can't just be leveling up characters willy-nilly. So do keep that in mind. Also here at level 30, you do unlock weekly missions. So check this out. So you can see right here, weekly refresh is here in 5 days. So if you're out there and you're re-rolling, you might want to kind of wrap up your re-rolling today, like right now, because check this out. There are 2 different missions here that are going to be really hard to accomplish if you're starting later than today. So getting a daily mission rating of 500 and then of course logging in for 5 days total, those are some that you really can't fake, right? Like you can only do so many daily missions, you can only log in so many days, and if you miss those 2, you can only get a maximum of 420 points, Kappa, but 420 Kappa ain't enough to get 500 to complete your weekly missions for that week, right? So do keep that in mind. Also, speaking of weekly missions, if we go over here to the guild functionality that also unlocks here at level 30, you unlock these guild missions. These guild missions are going to get you coins. You can then use those coins over here in this matrix shop, and check this out. The things that you buy out of the matrix shop also have a weekly reset. So today is like the very best day to start playing the game, kind of making progress. That way you will be forever ahead of anyone else that starts like later this week or this weekend or something like that, right? But beyond that, when it comes to guilds, that is it, right? Guild missions and then buying things out of the guild shop. Hopefully they add a little bit more gameplay to that in the future. Speaking of gameplay, let's talk about battle sweep under the sigils command. So when you think about sigils, think about runes from other games. Every character in this game can equip 6 sigils total, and those 6 sigils need to be divided by 2 3-piece sets of sigils, right? So let me give you guys an example. This 3-piece set over here will boost your physical damage. This one will boost your thunder damage, for example. This will boost your crit rate. And what you're trying to do is basically set up a set of sigils here that kind of maximize your character that you're trying to power up. So for example, I want to boost up my Tsukiyomi. She does thunder damage. So I'll go ahead and select this set of sigils here. Now, when I run this stage, the game will basically boost the drop rate of that sigil for me, which is a great quality of life, right? So you're not having to wait for a specific day or have to, worry about just getting RNG drops like you see in other games. No, dude, you just select the sigil that you want to farm and you go farm it. The end. Easy clap. So let's kind of run through this here to get a little bit of gameplay. Very nice. Just kind of rip through that here. The next one is going to unlock at level 35. I'm pretty much tapped out on this one right here. And I feel like, if this is similar to most games, you don't really want to go really farm crazy on these sigils just yet. You might want to wait till the later stages, but I kind of made that up. Now, one thing you might notice or you might not notice, in my last video, I had everything maxed out, including teammate effects. Now, in this video, I've actually turned down my team effects to low, because you get to a point, man, where you're trying to like dodge attacks, you're trying to see what's going on in the action, and the visual clutter, although pretty, it's a little cluttery, and it's really kind of hard for you to kind of see what's going on. So turning that down makes your teammates' effects a little lower, while making your main character effects still high quality, right? So that's what I did there. It kind of made a difference, but oh, dude, chill! I'm trying to record a video here. Kind of made a difference for me, but your mileage may vary. So that is that. That is battle sweep physics. And you can see here, these are the ones that I got dropped here. So a lightning cutter number 3, 4-star purple. I got some EXP to power up said sigils. And then I have number 4, 3-star lightning cutter there as well. If we go back over here to the sigil screen, you also have a gameplay mode right over here called Gen Zone Analytics. Nothing too special here. This allows you to farm the EXP juice required to power up said sigils. So we're not going to show off that. That's very straightforward. It's basically a daily resource grind. If we go over here to challenges, you also have a gameplay mode over here called Hazard Zone Cleaning. You can see here this is gonna refresh here in 2 days, but this actually refreshes every Monday and Friday, so do keep that in mind. This is the type of gameplay mode that's really gonna reward you for having a diverse roster. So check this out. This stage right over here, the enemy units are gonna take 25% more damage from shadow damage. So you can see as the difficulty level of this zone increases over time, you're gonna start being like, you know what, maybe I should bring very specific characters to this gameplay mode to really capitalize on the buffs that the game provides. Not only are you getting buffs, however, the enemies get buffs as well. So you might bring characters that can also kind of offset the bonuses that your enemy is getting as well. So that is something that you can look forward to. Resets every Monday and Friday. Reoccurring dream, I'll show you here in a second. Let's switch over here to casualty survey, which is your good old-fashioned labyrinth mode, baby. What game would be complete here in 2023 without a good old-fashioned labyrinth mode? You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and jump on into this one here. And we'll go ahead and rip these guys apart. Man, I tell you, dude. When I first saw the labyrinth style gameplay mode in AFK Arena, like, dude, how many years ago was that? That might have been at least 5 years ago. I don't even know when AFK Arena came out, but ever since I saw AFK Arena do that gameplay mode, I was like, dude, I want more games to do this gameplay mode. I want them to do it more, and I want them to do it better. I want it to be more diverse and varied. And what do we have here in 2023, dude? So many games have labyrinth modes, finally. You know what I'm saying? Physics, right? So that is that. Very, very straightforward, as you guys might expect. Grab a chest here. Increases Olympius mods by 25%. I don't even know. Dude, I'm not that specific on the mods just yet. But as you guys can imagine, go from node to node to node, defeat encounters, and there's probably a boss there at the end. And if you don't have time, you can just hit leave for now and pick this up later on. Now, unlike a lot of other labyrinth modes from other games, it doesn't look like it resets every day or 2 days or anything like that. It looks like it's kind of one and done. 100% it, move on to the next one and the next one. As far as I can tell, but I'll let you know more of that as we move along. So now before we jump into the last gameplay mode, as you guys can see here, the only thing I don't have unlocked at the moment is dimensional variable. As far as sigils, I don't have joint training unlocked, but once I have those, I'll have every gameplay mode unlocked here, and then I can kind of give you guys my final first impressions a little bit later on. As far as this gameplay mode, if you played PGR, this is gonna look real familiar. So you have two different bosses here, right? Now, once you set up a team to fight this boss, these characters are locked to that boss specifically. So this is once again going to be one of those types of gameplay modes that's really going to reward you for having a diverse roster, right? So if we fight this character right over here, if you look, these characters here, my main squad, are all locked. I can't use them to fight this boss. So I got to bring the B team, baby. Well, really, to be honest, this is like my D team. I really don't have the resources really well equipped to fight this boss at the moment. But, you know, long term, this is going to be something here that, once again, you kind of have two sets of team that you fight these bosses, defeat the bosses, go up to the highest difficulty possible, get rewards, right? Very straightforward. Let's go. I do like my B team, though. Like the trio, the OG trio here, they're a fun little squad, especially her, dude. Like a bootleg tracer, just kind of bouncing around the map at all times. Characters like these, like, really make me happy because I don't even know what I'm going to do next. So I know the enemy doesn't know. Like, I don't even know. Oh, boy, you thought I was going to get hit by that? I'm a gamer. But I don't even know what I'm going to do next. So I know the enemy does it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and fire it off. Let go. Really fun combo. I can't wait to see more of those as the, ooh, no. I was in mid-sentence and I'm still dodging. Like a gamer. Chill, FG. I can't chill. I like her gimmick too, right? Being able to reset her cooldowns constantly. Very, very cool. But as you guys can see, dude, this team is not really strong enough to. I have done it. I've already beaten this boss, but I couldn't beat it within the 180-second 3-star requirement. So it's gonna take me a little bit longer to get to that point. I'm most likely be able to get that done before reset. I hope. Woo! I'm a gamer. Bullet time, baby. Very nice. But yeah, like skill-wise, I can do it, but power-wise, it's gonna just take me so long because they just don't have the DPS to bring her HP-ness down the right way. Ah, come on. I should have ended the video on top, dude. I was feeling too good. So anyway, guys, that is going to do it for today's video here in Aether Gazer. Just kind of give you guys an idea of what you can expect at account level 30, because I know a lot of you guys are still re-rolling out there. So this will hopefully let you know that so far, none of the gameplay modes that I have seen have been like super annoying just yet, but you know, when it comes to games like this, you really have to kind of continue playing them a little bit, get out of that honeymoon period to really kind of make that final decision. But so far, so good. So I'm a gamer. I am out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.